Hey there! In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to apply a data drift policy to your asset. Data drift calculates the percent change in certain metrics when the underlying data changes. You can create data drift rules to validate the data change against a tolerance threshold for each type of metric. You can also configure alerts for data drift rules to get notified when the drift goes beyond a threshold. The following prerequisites should be kept in mind before adding a data drift policy. Profile an asset at least once to configure a data drift policy. An asset can have only one data drift policy. A data drift policy cannot be executed manually. It is automatically executed after every profile that is performed on the asset. Now let's see how to add a data drift policy from the ADOC platform. First, head over to the Discovery page from the Reliability section and select the asset you want to apply the policy on. For this demo, I'm going to choose the credit cards training asset from the Postgres data source. Now, click on Actions, Policies, and select the Add Data Drift Policy option. Here's where you'll give a name and description to the policy. Next, let's add a simple data drift rule to understand the concept of data drift. I'll apply a rule on the column named CType, which displays all the different credit card types. We'll select the distinct values metric and set the passing threshold percentage to 10%. The intervals provided is for 10 days, meaning the policy will check for a distinct value that crosses the 10% threshold over the last 10 days of average data that has been profiled. Now, make sure to turn on the alert configurations and add the notification channels that you want to receive alerts on. Once you're ready, click on the Enable Policy toggle to apply the data drift rules to your asset and then click Save Policy. Great, the policy has been created successfully. In order to see the drift in the policy, we need to make some changes to the data. So for now, let me add a new type of card in the CType column called drift. After that, we'll come back and profile the data to see the data drift results. Let's click the Actions button, Profile all your data. Since data drift policies are applied on assets when profiling is done, we should receive a notification anytime soon, and there it is. Finally, click the View Details button to see the execution results. Here, we can see that the data drift has failed because the data has drifted by 20% when the tolerance threshold value provided was only 10%. And that's it. You've successfully applied a data drift policy to your asset. Thanks for watching, and I hope this tutorial was helpful.